Hello everyone, my name is Andre, and I'm here with Optilab showing you our new Oak Creek sensors and interrogators. So let's get started here. Right here I have the Oak Creek interrogator already turned on, and we have 4 channels set up. Channel 1 is connected to 8 FBGs in chain. Channel 2 is connected to our new Pebble accelerometer on a modal shaker that we'll demonstrate shortly. Channel 3 has our 2 pebbles in cascade, and channel 4 has one of our displacement FBG sensors. So let's get started here. If we go here on our first icon, FBG waveform, on all of these press controls to enable functionality. Right now you can see we're on channel 2. It senses that there's one sensor, our pebble. Here we can go channel 1. It senses that we have 8. Now this sensing is automatic. So now if we want to see all of these guys, we zoom out on the vertical scale, recenter, and you can see all 8 sensors. Since nothing's happening to this box, you don't see any action here, but we can zoom in. Just zoom into number 3 for an example. Let's click it, zoom, and re-click it to center, and we zoom in. There we go. There's our noise level, about 2 picometers. Now let's check out channel 3. This is our 2 pebbles. And right now they're not activated. And then let's mess around with channel 4 here, our displacement sensor. Right now we see its noise level. I'm going to take it here. It works very simply. You'll see as I press, oh, it's already out of range. So let's zoom out, and you can see as I mess around with this thing here, it's quite sensitive. And you can see the real-time acquisition of data here. Now, let's go to our Fourier transform spectrum. We go to controls. Let's take a look at channel 2. Alright, let's activate it here. Here you can see we're pretty zoomed out. What I'm going to do right now is reduce the horizontal scale and also reduce the vertical scale a bit. Now here, sensors just hanging out. I'm going to activate our modal shaker, and there you can see a whole bunch of noise, right? Now let's go over here. So that's a quick overview of some of our sensors, how they work in both our FBG waveform and FFT spectrum. Now let's look at how we save some data. So we're going to save a little new data on this modal shaker here. What we're going to do is I'm going to press start. And right now it's started a file. So here I'll do 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. We can stop it. And now to look at it, we just press plotting from file here. We go to home. Oop, see, I forgot. Got to select file. Plotting from file, home, and we can play our data. Let's see what it looks like. Got a little bit of a pause at the beginning. Should be a pulse coming up here shortly. There it is. So that's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. There's our saved data. Alright. And when we're plotting from the file, it'll just keep looping. So, you probably aren't interested in that. Now when you have more files and you want to get rid of some, you can just stop, uncheck plotting from file, press the file, and you can delete it. So now we're clear. this button right here, sensor types. This allows you to set, notice this is our maximum number of sensors, 8 sensors and 4 channels. Right now, everything's been in wavelength settings, so you're just getting raw wavelengths. If you want, say, on channel 3, sensors 1 and 2 are both acceleration, right? So you can change that to acceleration. Here, you can change your slope to whatever is specified for that sensor. And here we can go to the FFT spectrum, sensor 1. Oh, let's go to channel 3, excuse me. And let's, I think, here we go. Forgot to press save. There we go. Acceleration, you can see channel 3, we're set to acceleration. If we go to wavelength, since we hadn't changed sensor 2, it's still in wavelength. And here, you can see that there. And let's activate it. So here, let's see if, it's very small. Let's zoom in here. There, you can see a little bit of data there. And now, since we're in acceleration, our vertical scale has changed to acceleration instead of wavelength. Alright, and if we want to reset everything, we can just go back in here, change it to wavelength. There we go. Save. Everything's back to wavelength. Now let's do some interesting stuff here. So here for connectivity, to connect to the cloud or to Wi-Fi for any kind of data transfer, your local IP address is listed. Your MAC address is also listed when you connect. Here you can scan for various Wi-Fis, and then when you select one, just for example, you can input your password there. And then right here we'll also talk about remote control mode. So this allows you to leave, say, this interrogator out in the field. You can put it in remote control mode, and now you can control it with another device. For that, we're going to bring out another Sedona, or Oak Creek unit. Right here, I'm just turning it on. Here you can see the boot up menu, or screen. This one will be the one that will control this device. Now, just for a little reference here, let's see. We are currently on channel 3. So let's go back here, start the remote control again. Here, I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to locate the IP address. You can see I still need to change it a little bit. Let's go back, and 171, enter. Now the remote IP address is the same as the one I'm trying to control. Now here I can select which channel I want to look at. So in this case, let's look at channel 2, right? Now you probably couldn't hear that, but we could hear the device switching to channel 2. To demonstrate that, let's stop remote. Let's go to home, let's go to one of these, and you can see now we're on channel 2 already. So this unit controlled this one. Let's go back here, let's go back to remote. Here you can request the number of samples that you want to look at. Let's just request 480 for now. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to start the modal shaker and then activate this, and then we can see what data we get. So we go here. All right. Now, over here, we have a couple of files. This is the latest one. So I'm going to load this file. I'm going to see what we got. And, it's small, but let's zoom in. Whoop. See, here, and horizontal scale. So see, here you can see all the FFT spectrum from this modal shaker that we recorded using the other Oak Creek. That's part of our remote control capabilities here. And now, just to wrap up here, our last button, Sedona Photonics, just gives you a little about us. And that, my friends, is it. Thank you very much.